Welcome into Elyria, Ohio, where tonight it's the Division IV Region 14 regional semifinal between the number 2 seed Glenville Tarblooders and number 3 seed Shelby Whippets. There's talent across the board in what should be an entertaining game, and it's coming your way live and free on the OH Report.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Welcome into the Carothers Pest Control pregame here from Elyria, Ohio, where tonight it's the Division IV Region 14 regional semifinal between the Shelby Whippets and the Glenville Tarblooders. Thank you so much for joining us here live and free on the OH Report. Andy Jardy alongside Zach Truax. Zach, you know it's a big game. When we pulled in at like 5 o'clock, people were tailgating already. There were tents up and everything. This is a great atmosphere here tonight, and really, you know, one of those teams you hear about a lot, Glenville, and now we get a chance to see them in person.
One of the most historic programs in the Cleveland Metroplex, Glenville High School. Ted Ginn Sr., the coach, you know the names, Ted Ginn Jr., Troy Smith, the long lineage of great athletes have come from Glenville, gone on to play big-time Division I college football and pro football.
Yeah, this is going to be quite the contest here tonight because some of these kids for Glenville, they've got some Division I offers, and it's a chance for Shelby to make a name for themselves too, going up against some of this top-tier talent. As we'll take a look at our Shelby Whippets coming into this season, and the numbers are like something you would see out of a video game because their offense is insane statistically, averaging over 42 points a game, defense holding teams to about 20 a game, and both their losses this year by single digits. This is very much a team that could be undefeated.
And the losses are puzzling. Because you look at their losses, they lost to River Valley.
River Valley,
thank you. Lost to River Valley, who ended up, I think, 4-6.
Yeah.
And lost their other loss
to Bellevue.
Bellevue, another team without a winning record. So a little bit of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when it comes to Shelby High School.
Yeah, as you take a look at some of that footage of Shelby this year, and this is my first chance to get to see them in person. I've seen the highlights. I'm very excited to see them with my own eyes because every time you see the stat sheet coming out of one of their games, you're like, how is that even possible? Some of the stuff that they've done this year, and it starts with that quarterback, Brayden DeVito, the sophomore, who's only a sophomore, and the numbers he has put up this year are just out of this world.
Now, he'll see a little stiffer competition tonight. Shelby has played a mostly Division III and Division IV schedule. Glenville comes in playing a mostly Division II and Division I schedule until they get to the playoffs. So great opportunity for DeVito and his teammates to really put some film down. Yeah, and DeVito, as we mentioned, just a sophomore. He's got over 3,300 yards passing this year, 28 touchdowns,
and he's got just under 1,200 rushing yards, too, and 17 touchdowns on the ground. And talking about Division I offers on the Glenville side, he visited Marshall, so there are some D1 schools looking into him as well, too. And, I mean, some of these throws and the runs that he has put together this year, this Shelby offense, if this game gets into a shootout, it favors them because it certainly did last game against Van Wert, 71-41, the final in that one. 9 straight scoring drives in that game. But how is Shelby going to get it done tonight? Well, 2 things that we think. For me, limit the big plays. You've got to find a way to keep Glenville's offense in check. And if they do that, and as you said, control the ball.
Control the ball, yeah. Shelby's offense, they're going to have to get Ramsey involved early and often. And once you see Glenville keying on Ramsey, they're going to have to create misdirection. They're going to have to run some trick plays.
Yep, and we'll step aside here for the national anthem real quick.
About 4:45 before kickoff, Andy, but like I was saying right before we cut away with the Star Spangled Banner, Shelby's offense, they have to get, I believe, to stay in this game, they have to get Ramsey involved early and often. And once you see Glenville keying on him, use that to create opportunities and balance the attack. And then throw everything you have at Glenville. Misdirection, trick plays, try and steal as many possessions as you can. If you've got a fake punt, if you've got a trick play, now's when you bring it out. And going into this game, watching the film, I really felt like if there was a spot Shelby matched up well with Glenville, it was in the trenches, their offensive line versus Glenville's defensive line. Now, Glenville's got some athletes, but Shelby, these kids play together, and they play physical.
And Coach Ginn shared that concern with you before the game, too. He agreed that Shelby offensive line was something that, hey, they got some guys up front that are going to cause us some issues.
Yeah, Coach Ginn was gracious enough to talk to me about 20 minutes. He mentioned DeVito, he mentioned their offensive line, and he mentioned how well these kids play together.
Let's take a look now at our team spotlight for the Tarblooders of Glenville. And 9-3 on the season, and they play one of the toughest schedules you could ever conjure up as they traveled all over the country playing teams like the IMG Academy out of Florida. Yes, that IMG Academy that you've heard of.
Academy.
Lost 28-6, which is pretty good. Like that's it might sound like a blowout, but that's not bad.
It's better than Holy Sycamore did, or whoever was
Bishop Sycamore.
Bishop Sycamore, right? They did better than Bishop Sycamore.
Yeah, so, and then they also lost to Avon, who's undefeated, still playing this late into the season as well.
Division II powerhouse.
Yeah, Division II, as the Shelby Whippets are getting ready to take the field here, and the Whippets traveled tonight. They have packed the other side of this stadium. There's a good crowd on hand. And really, this is what you want if you're Shelby. You know, a lot of people are going to look at this game and say, you're not beating Glenville. They've got the talent, they've got the D1 athletes, but they have everything to prove here tonight to shock the world. And everyone you play at this point in the season is going to be good, so Shelby's not going to be intimidated.
No, I don't think there's anyone in that Shelby locker room who doesn't think they can't win tonight. If they play their game, if they play their best game, there's no one in that locker room. I doubt there's a few people on that sideline over there in the stands that think they can't win tonight. Give us this shot. Yeah,
I mean, they've got the offense to do it. They certainly do. As we take a look more at Glenville as they get ready to take the field. And one guy we're keeping an eye on tonight, Deshaunte Jones, the Northeast Lakes District Offensive Player of the Year. I think those numbers warrant that kind of award.
He is a load. When he's headed for the end zone, it's like a train on the tracks. You can either try and slow it down, but it's real hard to stop it.
Yeah, he's got a little interesting connection to the nephew of former Ohio State quarterback Cardale Jones. So good family genes there, and he's got a couple D1 schools looking at him too, Kentucky, Army, and Syracuse as well, as we take a look at our keys to victory for Glenville.
So Glenville offense, really, it just comes down to focusing on who you are. Establish the run early with Jones, and then let Shelby come up and then make the big plays over top with their D1 recruits at wide receiver. Shelby's game plan is Glenville's game plan is be Glenville, don't beat Glenville.
Yeah, and another thing, too, pinch the pocket, make DeVito very uncomfortable back there. Don't let him get out and run, make plays with his feet, and limit those deep shots downfield, too, as here come the Tarblooders of Glenville.
Yeah, Glenville's defense, the worst thing they can do, and Coach Ginn talked about that before the game. He mentioned DeVito, number 2. We can't let him make plays with his feet, and we certainly can't run past him. A lot of times you see these young defensive ends, when they go to put the rush on, they rush more vertical up the field, and then the quarterback can slide up in the pocket. If DeVito can slide up in the pocket and slide to his right, slide to his left, let Ramsey and those talented wide receivers get open, they can be trouble for Glenville.
You excited? I'm excited. I'm very much looking forward to this game here tonight.
You know, when I reached out to Brian and said, hey, he said, we need color commentary.
Yeah.
I said, me, please. Me, please. I've been a huge fan of Glenville for so many years. I love a program, any program that can go toe-to-toe with St. Ed's and St. Ignatius and punch them in the mouth. I'm a fan of that.
This has been our Carothers Pest Control pregame show. As we get set for kickoff now, Glenville won the toss. They deferred, as we would expect that they would want to do. So Shelby will start on offense. The Whippets in their white uniforms, red numbers, gray pants. Tarblooders, all red, black helmets. And impressive facilities here, too, at Elyria. They just built this facility about 4 years ago.
4 years ago, yep. It sits close to the old stadium. They built the new stadium, and then on the grounds of the old stadium is where they erected their baseball and the softball fields.
The winner of this game will take on the winner of West Holmes, the 4 seed, or Perkins, the 1 seed. That'll be next Friday.
Glenville coming out. You know, I had a chance to talk to Coach Gann before the game. Huge fan. He was so gracious, so kind. Introduced myself at the beginning of the conversation. Towards the end of the conversation, good talking to you, Zach.
Yeah, you love that.
I mean, it's incredible. The amount of talent this guy has coached, the things he's done for Ohio high school football, and specifically the Cleveland Metroplex, and then to be the kind of guy, complete stranger, and have a conversation like that and remember my name at the end. Probably one of the highlights of my year was that conversation with Coach Gann.
This is his 26th season as the head coach, and for some reason to me, like, it feels like it should be more than that. Like, I've only ever known him as the coach here, and it seems like it should be more than 26 years.
And it's an American story. He graduated from Glenville, worked factory jobs in Cleveland, was a volunteer JV assistant coach, rose through the ranks, got a job at the school, took over as the head coach, and built it from there. I mean, it's a great story of an alumni doing great things at his school, which school districts all over the state have guys like that.
Yeah.
And it's such a great story.
And, of course, Glenville won their first state championship last season, and they became the first football state championship for a Cleveland public school.
Short kick.
And Shelby will have good field position to start here, right about at the 35-yard line is where the Whippets will start. And Brayden DeVito brings out this high-powered offense.
Well, we talked about the keys to the game for Shelby being steal some possessions. That short kick looked like Glenville was trying to steal their own possession right there.
Sure did.
So here's the question: where's Ramsey lined up, and how early do they get him involved in the offense?
Yeah, you would think that they're going to try and find him immediately.
And that's number 2 covered him.
DeVito rolls out, throws, and the pass is caught. Short gain on the play.
If you notice that play, they lined up Ramsey at the bottom of the formation, sent him one way, and threw the pass the other. They already used him as a little bit of a decoy.
Swisher on the reception for the Whippets. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Empty backfield, 5 receiver set here for the Whippets. DeVito, 3 to his left, 2 to his right. DeVito drops back, he's looking, throws it, and the pass is deflected and it's incomplete. So 3rd down and long here for the Whippets.
Great defensive play, trail technique, smacked the ball away as soon as it got into the hands of the receiver. That was number 20 for Glenville. Trying to find a name for that, but number 20 for Glenville. Great defensive play, trail technique.
Jordan Hawkins.
Jordan Hawkins, great play, trail technique, smacked the ball away when it arrived.
So it's officially 3rd and 9. So that 1st down completion only going for a yard, and a big play here already for Shelby. DeVito rolls out, throws. He's got his man, but it's well short of the sticks. So the Tarblooders defense flexing its muscles here early on, forcing Shelby into a punt.
Yeah, that's just the script that Glenville wants to follow right there. Quick 3 and out. Shelby brings up the punt unit.
And DeVito, he's at least on those first couple throws, he's had time. He's had some time to throw, but just good coverage downfield and not really a chance to take anything.
Yeah, you really like the way that Shelby has established the offensive line. Maybe they try and come back and look to run the ball next possession. Because you're right, there was no pressure in his face.
And they're going to fake it.
Fake punt!
And they throw it downfield, and it's incomplete.
Great play.
Boy, we were talking about stealing possessions, and you got to call some fake punts here and there, and that is, whew.
I said at the top of the broadcast, fake punt. You got, if it's in the bank, pull it out now. If it's in the bag, and they did. Beautifully executed, great defense by Glenville.
Yeah, the throw was there.
The throw was there. It was a great route. You tip your hat to the Glenville defensive back. Came in again, didn't interfere. The ball got there, swiped it away.
So now Glenville deep in Shelby territory for their first drive. And they fake the handoff, taking a shot downfield.
Right away.
He's got his man open, and it's a perfect pitch and catch. Touchdown Tarblooders. Demarion Witten comes down with the catch.
Glenville coming out. I said Glenville establish the run, then go up top. Glenville, Ted Ginn Jr. in his wisdom says, forget that. We're going up top right away.
Boy, a beautiful throw to the Ohio State commit, Demarion Witten. Coming into this, he had 516 yards and 4 touchdowns. Now he's got 5, 6'3", 220.
Got him listed as a tight end.
Yeah, how about that for your tight end?
And they're going for 2.
And Shelby ready
Shelby
for it, so
stuffs
a
it.
good stop there by the Whippets to keep this 6-0. And we are going to take a timeout here real quick. We'll be back here for you live and free on the OH Report.
Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, let's do this thing.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're
Oh my
serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Welcome back into Elyria High School.
And
6-0 Glenville.
Mr. Do-It-All for Glenville, Demarion Witten on the kickoff. Let's see if they go short or they go long again this time.
Thanks for joining us here live and free on the OH Report. Andy Jardy alongside Zach Truax. And it's a little bit deeper of a kick this time inside the 20.
Oh,
And
wow.
brought down right at the 25.
Great special teams play. Miles Swisher on the reception on the kickoff return for Shelby.
Well, we saw this a little bit last week, too, Shelby's game against Van Wert, where the defense struggled out of the gate. They certainly turned things around in the second half. They've been a second-half team this year. But this is a chance now. The offense, if anything, you got to get at least a first down on this drive to kind of build some momentum after that 3-and-out. DeVito, he's going to keep it and tries to get to the outside and
Nothing doing.
met immediately. Lost some yardage on the play.
You know, Coach Ginn had nothing but respect for DeVito before the game, and it's obvious that they prepared this week to stop him when he has the ball in his hands, whether he's running or passing. They seem content to let him stay in the pocket and let him throw. We'll see what happens here. I didn't get the sense that the Glenville defensive linemen really had their ears pinned back. Of course, you know, Shelby's offensive line is really, really strong.
It's a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11 at the 25. 10-11 to go here in this opening quarter. They're going to hand it off, and a little trick play now, and it's fumbled in the backfield, picked up by Glenville, and it's a scoop and score. The trick plays have not gone the Whippets' way here to start, and Glenville taking full advantage of it.
Yeah, we said throw the kitchen sink at him, but you've got to be able to execute too, and just did not execute that play real well. Number 15 for Glenville.
Yeah, that's Calvert Deso getting in there, picking it up, taking it in.
With the scoop 6. Glenville went for 2 last possession. They're going for 2 again. And let's see if they give it. Let's see if they give it to the big fella up the middle, number 7. Deshaunte Jones. Let's see if he gets it.
He does get it,
does.
and he is in for the 2-point conversion. So 14-0. Not even 2 minutes into this thing. And Glenville, you can see why they were state champs last year, because they have come out and they've thrown the first punch.
And Shelby hasn't helped themselves at all. You're playing a powerhouse. You really can't have turnovers. I love the idea of the trick plays, the misdirection. It's what you need, but you have to execute. You have to be able to execute. The fake punt was there. It was there. They just made a great play on it. You know, that's the first mistake really Shelby's made. Glenville's going to kick off here. I got to believe if you're Coach Mahaney, you guys trying to establish some sort of drive. I would test the middle of that middle of D-line. I would run the ball right at him. Your offensive line has been holding up, it seems like. DeVito, the only time he's been stopped is when he's tried to run. When he's tried to pass, he's had a clean pocket.
Yeah, this is boy, you don't want to say it's danger time 2 minutes into a game, but they got to figure something out here quick, because Glenville has scored 2 touchdowns on 2 plays and 1 by the defense.
and you just need to sustain a drive here.
Yeah.
You need a methodical, sustained drive, and just control the ball.
And those were our keys for Shelby. Limit the big plays and time of possession. And so far, it's not gone to plan.
It was a big play and mistake. And, you know, it doesn't matter who you play at this level. Those are going to hurt you.
This one fielded inside the 10, bringing it out, and tripped up. Great tackle there.
Man, there.
Rommel Phillips got in there and really just brought him down kind of with his arm, tripped him up a bit.
It's like a bullet. I almost didn't see him. He flew in there so fast.
So this will be the worst starting field position for the Whippets. Already their 3rd series offensively.
They have number 97 for Glenville, defensive end. They don't have him as a defensive starter. Trying to get a name on him because he's great snap count. Jamel Ham. He's an impressive kid. He's a big kid. Great.
Glenville jumps off sides there. Free 5 yards for the Whippets.
Great strategy. in the Shelby student section. Still very much fired up. We'll check to me here.
1st and 5. Ball at the 26. And DeVito looking to throw again. This time he's under pressure.
There we
Takes
go.
a shot downfield.
Ramsey.
One-on-one to Ramsey,
Oh.
and it's incomplete.
Coverage by number is that number 8 or number 9?
Sometimes it's hard to tell. It was number 9 on coverage.
Mike Juan Gravely, great coverage, stuck with DeVito. DeVito has been making that catch all season on defensive backs where he stops and can out-jump him. Gravely just glue in his hip pocket. And, Andy, I'm trying to see here. Glenville is playing 0 free safety. So the deep ball and the middle ball, they're giving Shelby 0 respect over the top. 0 free safety, everyone's up. 4-man front, 2 linebackers.
DeVito going to roll out. It's a screenplay going the other way. It's complete. And, boy, Glenville is just ready for whatever Shelby is throwing at them right now.
Great recovery speed by the Glenville D-line. Great read, and they saw the screen, they recovered, and ran the play down from behind.
It looked like there was something there.
It did. Now, this is something I did not expect out of Glenville, the 0 free safety. They are giving Shelby 0 respect over the top right now. I think you almost have to change what we talked about. You've got to stretch the field because they're playing man up with no safeties.
3rd and 7, and that last play going for a loss of 2. Whippets still searching for their first down of this game. DeVito drops back.
Shelby's O-line's holding
He's
up.
got a man downfield, takes a shot, and it's a little bit overthrown. And he had another receiver open too downfield that he just didn't see.
Yeah,
I think it was Ramsey.
I think DeVito got a little happy feet that time. The O-line's holding up.
They are.
The O-line's holding up. I think if he just sits in the pocket a hair longer and lets those receivers get open, he's going to find something downfield. But, you know, there's some big athletes getting after you, and it's got to be hard to stand back there and be patient and wait for those receivers to come open. Let's see if they do another
I was going to say, I think they're going to punt. I think they'll be punting this one away. They do, and goes out of bounds just past the 45. It'll be right about at the 43-yard line is where Glenville will take over for an offense that's been on the field for 1 play, and it went for a touchdown.
Well, technically, the PATs are plays, too.
That's true.
Andy, so
that's true.
3 plays.
2-point conversions.
And Shelby did stop him on the 1 PAT.
They did. They did. We'll see if Shelby can get a stop here defensively, start to swing the Mo back in their favor.
Shelby playing a single high free safety.
2 receivers to the left and 1 up top.
Going deep again.
Looking downfield, and now going to take off to the 45, and a penalty flag coming in. I think we're going to get a blindside block here.
Yeah, that's easiest call of the year right there.
Yeah, we are right next to the Shelby coaches, and they were yelling for that as soon as it happened.
Yeah, they weren't happy. Let's see the replay on that. Oh, nice. Boy,
what, it's actually a lot closer than I thought initially.
So the rule now is on a blindside block in high school, you have to lead with your hands. So he didn't lead with his head. He didn't. I don't think there's anything malicious there.
Right.
A lot of times, and there's a lot of guys at home say, when I play ball, that was just a good block. That was just a good block.
Right.
And it was. But now you have to lead with your hands. So that's a penalty. The Glenville fans don't like it, but you have to lead with your hands on the blind side now.
So I don't think they called a personal foul.
They didn't call a personal foul?
Or maybe it was.
It's 15 yards
from the spot. Of foul.
It's 15 yards from the spot.
You're right.
Deshaunte Jones gets the ball.
So a chance for Shelby now after that penalty. Get a chance to
Get
force
off the
Glenville
field.
into a punt situation, perhaps, if you can get a couple more stops here. We'll see how aggressive Glenville is if it gets to a 4th and short situation.
Jones comes out. Jones checks out. Shelby playing single high free safety.
Tomlinson's got 2 in the backfield with him. Handoff goes to the outside, and he's got blockers out in front, and a
nice
great
tackle.
tackle,
Another
which
flag.
might have saved a touchdown. But yes, there is a penalty flag on the play.
What do we got here? Oh, that's a hold. Yeah, that's a hold. We're going to get a hold on, I think, 78.
So once again, Glenville, penalty backs him up a little bit more. Chance for the Whippets defense to get a stop. Back to the 34-yard line. Fakes it to Jones. Tomlinson rolls
is that
out.
two men
Nice
open?
throw over the
Oh,
middle.
wow.
Wide open. And they've got the first down. Still going and just brought down outside the 40-yard line.
Demarion Witten.
I can't believe this guy's listed as a tight end.
Glenville runs a flood route there. I think they might have had 3 guys open.
He actually, he almost took it away from one of the other receivers.
Yeah, 12 doesn't
going
look
up
too
for that
happy.
catch. Jamari Townsend was like, hey, that was coming for me.
Really well-designed play there. I don't know how you can let number one run anywhere on the field, not know where he's at. If you're on defense, you have to identify where number 1 is at all time.
Well, I think they might know where he's at, but it just might simply be a skill thing where there's only so much you can do.
Shelby going 0 free safety this time, playing the run.
Handoff up the middle. Jones gets inside the 40. Bring up 2nd down. Just under 7 minutes to go here.
Shelby's got a safety back now. Here's that bunch concept.
Yeah, I was just going to say, trips out to the left. They're all bunched up. And handoff up the middle. Gets through. And he's trying to get into the end zone. And it's a foot race, and he is in for 6. Deshaunte Jones. 37-yard touchdown run, and it's 20-0 Tarblooders.
I'm sure you can see on OH.REPORT, Deshaunte Jones is a pretty big kid. Kind of puts you in a little Jerome Bettis mindset, and that was a Jerome Bettis type run right there. Straight up the gut, little wiggle at the line of scrimmage, and then explode.
Yeah, he's so compact. It kind of just got lost in the backfield there a little bit, and then just burst through. And they are going to line up, it looks like, and go for 2 again. They're 1 for 2 so far on 2-point conversions here tonight. And Tomlinson's going to keep it, and now he's going to pitch it, and it's going to work out. Wow. Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good.
Wow. So the idea there is Tomlinson runs at the defensive end, makes him make a choice. Tomlinson sees it and pitches it out, pitches it late, and gets away with it.
That's one of those rare, I believe they call it an octopus in football, where you score the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So all 8 points right there.
All 8 points.
Yeah.
There might be a few more of those coming tonight. That's 22-0 halfway through the first quarter.
Whew. I mean, it has happened in a hurry here tonight. This was one of those two coming in. We weren't quite sure what to expect. Obviously, the numbers for Shelby this year are incredible offensively, what they've been able to do. But they haven't faced a team like Glenville, and you looked at Glenville's schedule and the opponents that they had played, and it was like, wow, okay, so they've gone up against some of the best in the country. But this is a Shelby. This would be very interesting had that fake punt been successful.
Yeah.
Maybe what kind of game we're looking at if Shelby had been able to sustain a drive.
Andy, it's a game of inches played on a field 100 yards long. And the 2 plays, actually, because there was a play earlier on a slant that I think if that would have been completed.
And there's just no chance for a return right there. Maverick Knoll, nowhere to go. The Whippets now in need of a drive. They got to just get a couple first downs and start feeling a little bit better about themselves here because there's still so much time left in this game.
Yeah, Glenville coming out again with 0 free safety, stacking the box. 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, no safeties.
Yeah, they are really forcing and challenging them to take a shot downfield. And there's the run. Oh, and a big-time hit right there, Bryce West.
I tell you what, though, great job blocking up front by Shelby. They control line of scrimmage. There's a gap right there.
Yep.
21 for Shelby. Skylar Winters, he's got to put his foot in his ground and get north and south in a hurry. There's way too much team speed on that Glenville side, on that Glenville defensive side, to where you can get east and west and try and get a corner. You've got to get downfield.
Yeah, that was a sentiment echoed by a lot of people up here in the press box. The east to west running is just not something you're going to be able to do against this Glenville defense.
Not tonight, not with 0 safeties.
DeVito rolls out. He's got his man open, and the pass is complete to Isaiah Ramsey. Makes it a 3rd and short.
Again, DeVito had time. He had a clean pocket, no one in front of him. So I think there's something. Listen, there's something you can work with if you're Shelby. You are controlling the line of scrimmage. Now, whether it's Glenville just not pinning their ears back, either way, you're controlling the line of scrimmage. Now, take advantage of that. Glenville certainly isn't living in Shelby's backfield.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 7. They need to get to the 24 to keep this drive going.
1 safety back now.
DeVito gets the snap and throws it downfield. Pass is complete, and it's going to be close.
Oh.
I think he might be a little.
Yeah, they're marking. They're giving it to him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So there is the first down for the Whippets, and some sorely needed. Keep this drive going, build a little confidence, get yourself back into this game.
You know, if you're an old school football guy and you're watching this game, you're saying Shelby is controlling the offensive line, the offensive front. All they have to do is kind of get out of their way a little bit and make some plays.
It was a great job, too. I believe it was Skylar Winters in the backfield with him there, but he rolled out right to where that block happened. His running back in the backfield got a key block there, allowed him to complete that pass.
Yeah, got a block on number 44 for Glenville.
And he's going to keep it. And really nowhere to go on that one. DeVito kept it. Glenville ready for him.
Glenville's D-line, you know, we talk about their athleticism, right? But they're coached so well. They're moving left to right laterally really well, reading the play, shedding their block, and getting to the quarterback. That's not all just God-given talent. That's some great coaching going on right there. Kids are coached really well.
It's a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12. Just under 5 minutes to go here.
0 free safety again, Andy. So Glenville playing the run. Now 1 drops back.
DeVito looking to take a shot downfield. Throws, looks like some miscommunication there. And thankfully for the Whippets, that will fall to the ground incomplete. I don't know if Ramsey just didn't get to his spot quick enough or if that was a little confusion there, but it's going to be 3rd down and 12 now.
C.J. Newell, the defensive back, on coverage there for Ramsey. And I tell you what, he had a lot of jersey in his hand. If I'm the Shelby coaches, I'm probably complaining just a little more than a little bit right now about how my wide receiver is getting held all the way down the field. You know.
So do you try to pick up all 12 here, or do you try and make this a 4th and manageable and go for it this early?
I mean, why not? Why not go for it? Just 22-0 in the first quarter. Why not go for it? Yeah.
And play clock was running out. I think we got a timeout taken. And we'll take a timeout with them as well. We'll come back for this big 3rd down for the Whippets here, live and free on the OH Report.
Okay, let's do this thing.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Welcome back in where the Whippets face a 3rd and 12, trailing 22-0 here in the first quarter. Andy Jardy alongside Zach Truax here from Elyria High School. This Division IV Region 14 regional semifinal. Winner awaits the winner of Perkins and West Holmes, which will be next Friday.
I tell you what, Andy, if I'm Shelby, I take a big shot here, maybe get a pass interference call.
Looks like that's what they're going to try and do. DeVito rolls out, throws, his receiver comes back to it. Did he maintain possession? No, he was out of bounds. Pass intended for Ramsey. So take a look at that replay, and I think he just was out of bounds when he caught it.
Yeah, great route. Good pass. You know, you just got to stay in bounds and make that play. Try and make that play. Glenville, hats off to their defense. That was the only spot out of the bounds. That's the only spot where they could have caught the pass.
It's an impressive throw, too, from DeVito, though. I mean, he put it right where only Ramsey was going to be able to get to it.
Unfortunately, out of bounds.
So the Whippets will punt it away. Takes a bounce at about the 48, fielded on one hop, and bringing it back through almost the entire Whippets special teams right there. Takes it to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, we talked a little earlier about Skylar Winters needing to get north and south. Great example of that right there. You know, the Glenville punt returner fielded the ball, put his foot in the turf, and got downhill in a hurry.
That was senior McQuan Gravely.
Looks like a Shelby guy down.
Yeah, right about at midfield. Didn't see what happened on the return.
So
take a look at the replay, see if we see anything here.
Oh,
yeah, he took one shot right to the head.
Yeah, he got hit pretty good. Right there.
Yeah, I think he went in kind of to block with the shoulder maybe, but good to see.
Number 3 for...
That's Tanner Hartz, senior.
Good to see Tanner up, coming off his own power. They did take his helmet away from him, though. It's never a good sign.
So we'll see what the Tarblooders have now in store. This has been a dominating effort from them here early on. 22-0 here, still in the first quarter. And Tomlinson keeps it, and a great job by Shelby up front there. Not letting that play go for anything.
Tackle by 44, Carson Homan. Great tackle.
Junior tight end, defensive end gets in there, and
again, Shelby's front.
Yeah.
Standing up.
It's a loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 11.
Here's that bunch formation again. They're trying to get everyone away from Witten.
And they're going to throw it over to that bunch formation. It's complete, and a penalty flag does come in.
That's a hold.
That's a great tackle, too.
Beat the holding. He was getting held.
Yeah.
Fought off and made the tackle. Can we get a number there? 18.
Skylar Winters, right?
No. For
Miles
Shelby,
Swisher.
18. Miles Swisher. Great defensive play. Miles Swisher forces the holding call. The great part about that holding call, it looks to me like that holding call almost happened behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to say it happened 3 yards downfield.
Yeah, they move it back.
Great play, Skylar Winters there.
It's officially a penalty of 7 yards. Backs it up to the 46. And Tomlinson under pressure, escapes the defender, takes his shot downfield, and his pass is complete, stays in bounds. Footwork, and he's brought down inside the 5.
Number 19, Paulie Sadler on the reception.
what a job by Tomlinson keeping the play alive.
Oh. Yeah,
There's
great
the
play by
previous play
Tomlinson.
where we saw the hold. But it is 1st and goal for Glenville now. At the 4-yard line. 3:03 to go.
Boy, we talk about game advantages on a field at 100 yards. There's another. Give Shelby just a couple more inches there, makes that tackle. Completely different play.
Deshaunte Jones comes up a little bit short of the end zone, being 2nd down and goal. Jones already has 1 touchdown.
I can't imagine they're not just going to try and run this thing right down Shelby's throat with big Deshaunte Jones.
And with the way your defense is played too, yeah, you've got 3 more plays to do this. They need 2 yards to get into the end zone.
Yeah, they haven't kicked an extra point. I don't think they're going to kick a field goal.
Handoff goes to the outside.
Great play.
Tackle, stopping him short of the end zone.
Number
and a
6
penalty
for
flag comes
Shelby.
in. Got some extracurricular activities well beyond where the play ended. I don't know if we're going to see it on the replay or not because it happened so far away from the play. But watch these 2 Glenville players up top. They're kind of going at it with one of the Shelby players.
They gave him the old blind side. The blind side, he blocks him off the field.
Yeah.
Typically, you got to stop blocking guys when you get past the white lines.
So it is an unsportsmanlike conduct against Glenville. So this is going to make it interesting.
Great defensive play by number 6 for Shelby, Nick Eister. Man, can we get a I'd love to get a replay of that play again. Looks like he's got a clear shot. Great tackle. Eister takes the big guy off it down below the knees.
Yeah, I don't think Jones was expecting anyone to be there.
Eister looks like he gives up about 40, 50 pounds to Jones, too.
Yeah.
Came up, made a heck of a play, and that's why Shelby has made it as far as they have. Down 22-0, not giving up,
No.
still making hard-nosed plays, and that's a hard-nosed play. I can tell you when Jones is coming around the corner and you're just one-on-one with him, that's not really a fun place to be.
No, he'll feel it tomorrow, but that was a heck of a play, stopping him short. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 16.
You got to imagine Glenville's going for it on 4th.
I would think so.
They've got, so Ramsey. Ramsey is on Witten down here at the bottom of the screen. That's the matchup I think you're going to have to look for. I think they're going to go for Witten in the corner of the end zone.
Tomlinson has 2 receivers to the left, 2 up top to his right. And he's looking over that way. Under pressure, and he's able to get out of it for a moment, but then brought down in the backfield. A huge sack from the Whippets.
67, 44, and 5.
Yeah, they got in there. Almost poetic justice, too, because
2 interior linemen get on it. Holman again finishes off the play. He's having a good game on the defensive side of the ball.
Carson Holman was the one, too, that the unsportsmanlike penalty happened
on.
He was the one who got blocked out of the play and comes back in a big way there and gets the sack.
We got 4th and goal now?
4th and goal.
From the 24. I tell you what, this feels a little like a momentum changer it could be for Shelby. They can get a stop here. Where's Witten at? Got to find Witten. Get him covered up. Looking for Witten. Corner of the end zone.
He's taking his shot and up for grabs.
Great
knocked
play.
away. So the Whippets stand tall defensively here.
Was that Ramsey?
I believe it was Isaiah Ramsey.
Isaiah Ramsey coming up big. We said that's the matchup we want to see, and they're looking for Witten in the corner of the end zone. Ramsey plays it like a center fielder, comes up, swipes the ball away.
It's a huge stop. It's a big stop for Shelby because this was 1st and goal at the 2. And you get a stop on 2nd down, then the unsportsmanlike conduct, the great saving tackle.
Yes, all those little plays start to add up, right? The extra effort things that Shelby did on that drive. Let's see if they can turn it over now and create some positivity on offense. It's 22-0. We got 3 quarters of football.
There's a lot of football still to be played, and that's a big stop for Shelby. See if they can convert this momentum over onto the offensive side where it's been a struggle. And they hand it off up the middle and trying to get to the outside, but it's not going to be a whole lot of that tonight.
Again, you know, the coaches from Shelby have got to talk to their running back and say, listen, you've got to put your shoulder down. We know we're not going to score a touchdown every time we touch the ball here. You got to put your shoulder down. Give us 3 yards when we get 3 yards. Give us 4 yards, we get 4 yards. Can't run laterally.
Looks like no gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
I think he had 2 or 3, but he tried to bounce it and he had to go backwards. Ramsey in motion.
And now they're
Double
both
motion.
in motion. DeVito takes the snap. Looks like he's going to take a shot and pass incomplete.
That was the first time that Glenville got any pressure on the quarterback all game. Came up the middle, 32 for Glenville, beat his man, and then the other guys finished it off.
Boy, DeVito took a big hit on that throw, too.
He did. You know, when you're Glenville and you played the schedule you've played, you're playing a more physical brand of football. When you're playing Hogan, when you're playing Avon, when you're playing IMG, you know, these guys have been through some physical games, and so they're going to play a more physical brand.
3rd and 10, DeVito drops back.
Oof.
Throws it, and it's well over Ramsey's head, so.
That one looks like it came out of his hand a little funky.
Yeah.
Almost like he didn't quite have his feet set, I don't think, when he went to throw that ball, and it just came out a little funky and sailed it.
So the Whippets will have to punt it away after a big stop by their defense.
That being said, on that out route, if it's covered up, that's the easiest pick 6 in football there is.
Yeah.
You know, DeVito might have seen that and just said, okay, live to fight another day. I'm going to sail this thing out of bounds. Let's go punt. Because it was covered well.
Almost had a punt return on the last one, and I
Short
think
punt.
I think Shelby might have been aware of it this time. And it's going to roll almost to the 45, 46-yard line.
A little bit of an advantageous roll there.
4 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. This next play will be our last play here.
Defensively, Shelby stood up there.
They did.
At the goal line and actually pushed them back a little bit to get decent field position. Can they now stand up again?
Yeah, I mean, the defense has only given up 2 of the 3 touchdowns. One was a scoop and score by the Glenville defense.
Yeah,
so the defense, you know, they've hung in there pretty tough.
We got a wide open guy at the top of the screen. Shelby's leaving a guy uncovered
at
the top of the screen.
There's a mismatch,
there's a mismatch there. He's way too far inside.
And they hand it off.
We got lucky.
Bailed him out.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, though.
Maybe not.
He's still going. Still going inside the 20, 15-yard line is where Deshaunte Jones will be brought down, and that is going to do it for the first quarter. Glenville up 22-0. Looking to add more here on the other side of the break. You're watching it here live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Welcome back in for the second quarter here. Glenville up 22-0 in this Division IV Region 14 regional semifinal. And you look like you've got something.
I tell you
just
what,
chomping at the bit. We're going to get to it after this play here. Glenville trying to go up another score here, and great job by the Shelby defense. Kind of bend but don't break so far here.
You know, Superman.
Yes.
Superman was originally created by 2 Glenville high school students. They sold it to DC Comics for $130, right to Superman. I think Shelby is going to need a superhuman effort here the rest of the way out.
Yeah, that was a tough opening quarter for them.
Defensively, they're right there, though. They've been playing on a short field. They've stood up. You just got to, offensively start to open it up a little bit.
Jones in the backfield with Tomlinson. Witten in motion. Lines up now at the tight end position. And a penalty comes in. Did they get the play off in time? Yeah, they took a timeout before that.
So, Coach Gann's seen a lot of football.
Yeah.
Right now, he's more than just a little bit upset because it was the end of the quarter. You come out to run the first play, and you almost get a delay game. That's something that'll make you, just about pull your hair out.
And, that's something just as a fan of the game when I'm watching a team that I root for, too, where I'm like, how does that happen? Like, how are you not ready coming out of, a commercial or a timeout or something that you have to burn one?
It has to do with the sense of urgency, right? You're up 22-0. You've dominated the game. And sometimes high school kids will lose that sense of urgency. I have to hustle to the line. I have to get set. Everything has to be done with a sense of urgency. And I think that's what happened there. They just didn't hustle to the line, and they weren't ready, and the clock wound before they were ready.
So 2nd and 10 at the 15.
Shelby playing a 4-4 with a single high free safety. They're man up. They bring some heat.
Tomlinson keeps it go straight up the middle, and he is in 4-6. Tomlinson takes it in for Glenville.
I tell you what, Shelby had a little bit of a blitz going on there, but when you blitz, you cannot run past the ball carrier, and that's what happened. Tomlinson found that little crease right there. You see Shelby going to creep up right here on the blitz, hits the gap, gets blocked, and runs right past him.
4th rushing touchdown of the season for Tomlinson.
Going for 2 again.
And this would get us into a running clock situation. They're actually going to attempt.
Going to kick the extra point. I'm sorry.
That's interesting.
It is.
So they haven't done this yet. And the kick is up, and it's good. So it will be 29-0. Is that some gamesmanship right there?
No. I don't think Ted Ginn Sr. is trying to run some kind of gamesmanship there. I think he probably is looking forward to games coming up, knowing that we're going to have to be able to kick the ball and go for 2. And so let's work this in now. I think that's all that was.
Well, maybe I misspoke. Do you think he kicked that out of respect to not consistently go for 2 points when they're already up 29-0?
No. I think they honestly want to try and just get one there and see how well their kicker's doing. And to be truthful, Shelby stuffed them.
Yeah, they're
twice.
Yeah.
On 2-point conversions. So maybe it's just, hey, we're not getting 2 points. We got stuffed at the goal line. We got stuffed twice on 2-point conversions. We're just kicking ones now. that honestly, it could be just as simple as that.
See if Shelby can get some good field position, because that has certainly not been in their favor.
Mr. Do-It-All Witten on the kickoff here. They line 2 kickers up. They line number 6 and Witten up, and you can't tell who's going to kick it at first.
There's a little bit of intrigue with just about everything Glenville runs, as this kick is going to go out of bounds.
And they're going to get the ball right there. Shelby gets the ball right there.
So this will be their best starting field position of the night, roughly right around here, I think, is where their opening drive started too.
Yeah, it probably was, because it was a short kick on the opening drive too. Again, Shelby has done well in the trenches, sticking with Glenville. I think they have to try and push the ball down the field by a mixture of running and passing. I don't think you come out, run 3 runs in a row. I don't think you come out and throw it 3 times in a row. You're going to have to balance the attack.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to get anything going
Shelby,
offensively.
Shelby 2 tight ends. Run a little zone read there.
And a nice little burst to the outside to pick up a couple yards on that play. Skylar Winters. Boy, DeVito held on to that for as long as he could.
Well, that's because he's reading the defensive end, and I'm willing to bet the Glenville defensive end is coached up well enough to stand there and stare at DeVito and not commit and make DeVito hang on to it as long as possible, because he's reading that defensive end. If the defensive end commits to him, he's handing off. If the defensive end goes out wide, he's keeping it.
It's gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7. They're on the 38-yard line. And handoff again to Winters.
Oh, nice block.
Gets to the outside, runs over one Tarblooder, and gets close to the first down. This will be a 3rd and maybe 3.
Really good block on the boundary here. Sprung him 73, blocking downfield. Give some props up to the O-lineman. Who is that for Shelby, number 73? Xander Ream. Great play, Xander Ream, blocking downfield, getting your running back 2 or 3 more yards. 3rd and short. First 3rd and manageable of the game.
Yeah. And they'll look over to the sidelines for the call. And handoff to Winters again. Gets to the outside, and he is right about where he needs to get for the first down. It's all going to depend on the spot.
I got to believe they're giving the first down on that.
I think he's got it.
Yep, they are.
So, much needed first down for Shelby. Courtesy of Skylar Winters, all 3 carries on that.
Shelby has found something off the right tackle there.
So much for our net. You can't run it east to west, huh?
Well, he's running just enough east to west to get north to south.
Yeah. 9:45 to go here in this 2nd quarter.
We got free safety in the middle of the field, more playing the run than anything. Man up with Ramsey.
And
no.
tip drill, and it is into the hands of Glenville for an interception. And running all the way to the other side of the field, and now scampers out of bounds.
Isaiah Spitzer. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
It's Jordan Johnson.
Jordan Johnson.
The sophomore defensive back, right place at the right time. As that pass got deflected up in the air. Looked like C.J. Newell got his hands on it. So it felt to me, though, like that was the right time to call that.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
you had a couple of the consecutive runs there. Take a shot.
Absolutely it was. Just, a little better execution next time, and great play by Glenville. But absolutely, well, that was the right call. You've established the run a little bit. Glenville kept their safety planted right in the middle of the field to play the run. Ramsey was in man coverage. Great time to run that play. Just got to execute.
1st and 10 at the Shelby 47. And penalty flag comes in. And it's going to be a false start.
What number you have on that slot receiver closest to us, Andy?
Well, I can't
For
quite
Glenville.
tell from the angle that we're at right now.
Can't see that, but he's warming up the Jets. Free snap. He was doing some stretching, warming the Jets. Let's see if he goes deep.
Looks like
run a little drag route there. Going
taking
deep.
a shot downfield. He's got his man, and a great play defensively to break that up.
What number you got on the Shelby kid there?
Number 6.
Number 6.
Mr. Eister.
Eister on his 2nd really great play.
Take a look at this. Just a great play.
Plays the ball the whole way, gets the hand up.
So that's 2 plays now from Eister because he had the big hit on Jones to prevent the touchdown.
Yep.
And now that right there wouldn't have been a touchdown because the receiver was falling down, but would have been 1st and goal. But now 2nd and 15. And
ball's on the ground.
Ball is out.
Shelby's got
Shelby signaling that they've got it, and they do.
Recovered.
So the Whippets defense.
Number 64.
Take a look here. Yeah. Just some miscommunication there on the read handoff. It's Cohen Struts, excuse me.
Man, does the game feel a little closer than the score indicates? It just feels like Shelby's just right there.
If they can get anything going offensively, which has been their strength this year, I would share that feeling with you. But with the way that Glenville just came out so quickly, it felt like this was a bigger lead than it is. But until Shelby shows that they can start to match some of these scoring drives, that's going to be the question. DeVito looking downfield. He's going to launch it, airs it out. One-on-one coverage and jump ball, and he came down with it. Miles Swisher.
18, Miles Swisher with a great play. DeVito just kind of launches it up, uncorks one. Swisher just plays the ball, outplays the defensive back.
So here we go. If they're starting to figure it out offensively.
Was that number 2 for Glenville on the coverage? I think it was. He's the Ohio State commit.
Yeah, Bryce West.
Mr. Swisher put that on a poster somewhere.
Handoff. And short gain on the play.
Little zone read.
Yeah, once again going to Skylar Winters. Winters on the year. Just over 1,150 yards rushing, 21 touchdowns. And he had himself a game last week against Van Wert with 4 touchdowns. DeVito takes a shot, man, wide open in the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Whippets. Isaiah Beck comes down with it, and here comes Shelby.
You got to go for 2 here. Without question, got to go for 2. Kicking the extra point.
You don't need to chase points yet, do you?
I mean, you're down by points.
Yeah.
So you need points to catch back up.
Your logic is sound. But wide open, some miscommunication there from Glenville defensively, and a huge response by the Whippets.
Casey Lance with the extra point attempt.
Casey Lance on for the extra point, where he's been almost perfect this year, 54 of 57, make it 55 of 58. So there you go. The Whippets are on the board, 29-7.
Can we get a replay of that touchdown?
Oh, I'm sure Jory's got it queued up.
Unless Jory was about to do something else.
It's a little long.
That's
we'll set
okay.
it up here for
Perfect.
you again. As this...
I want to see where... Oh, they snuck him out. They lined him up as a tight end and snuck him out.
Yeah. You could just see the entire Glenville defense kind of had their arms up like, huh?
I think he was covered up. I think it's what Glenville's saying, is he was covered up, and so he wasn't an eligible receiver.
Interesting.
I was wondering how he gets that wide open on such a well-coached team.
So 8:29 to go here, second quarter. After the fumble recovery, Shelby goes downfield. Couple big plays. And there's some life now on that Whippet sideline.
Does Shelby go onside here? I don't know, because their defense has played much better. I think I kick it deep.
I think you...
As much as I said onside kicks at the top, I think I kick it deep here and try and play defense. There's
and
the
they
onside.
are going to go with the onside.
Oh,
Takes
they
a
got
bounce,
it.
and they couldn't get to it quick enough. Tell you what, though, that was perfectly executed.
Oh my gosh.
On the onside kick.
What a great kick. Got the bounce.
They just couldn't get to it.
Right there. He's just got to lay out for it. Seven has just got to lay out for that thing right there. If anything, because it's going out of bounds, if anything, smack it back in bounds if you can't get to it, but keep it live.
Yeah, that was just outside the reach of Avery Lambert.
Really well kicked, though. Really well
sure
kicked.
was. You don't like onside kicks. Are so the percentage of converting them is so low, but that was about as good as it gets. Just couldn't come up with it.
Shelby playing 0 free safety, playing the run the whole way.
Jones gets the carry, and
that's going to be a hold.
Yeah, there is a flag.
That's
and
going to be.
it's-
I'm betting that's going to be a hold on 53. If this was wrestling, yeah, if this was wrestling, he'd be getting 2 points for a takedown. We're counting backs right now. But this is football, so we're going to go 10 yards in the other direction.
They're going personal foul.
Personal foul, okay.
So it wasn't just a hold.
Where'd they call a personal foul on that? I mean, the hold was behind the line of scrimmage.
Unless I misread the signal, but did the official not signal?
I didn't see. I was looking at the replay.
And here comes another flag. We'll see what the call is here. Could be area of a face mask. Looks like that's what the one official's signaling. Yeah, you can kind of see the helmet get pulled a bit.
I couldn't see it. Face mask, yeah, good call. The whole sequence is curious because I didn't see what they called in the first penalty, but it looked like a hold, which is a spot foul, which means you should go 10 yards back. I believe 10 yards back from the hold occurred.
That's what I thought.
They only
too.
moved five yards up, so maybe the hold was on a. I don't know. The whole thing is just curious. Anyways, we're 1st and 7.
1st and 8 is what they're going to go with officially.
Oh.
And another penalty comes in.
That might be snap simulation. Let's see.
Boy, all of a sudden this game has taken a very interesting turn. Where
Sloppy turn.
Yeah, like
What we got?
everything that looked initially so easy for Glenville now has all of a sudden gotten a little ugly, which is what Shelby needs it to get.
Yes. I talked to Ted Gibbon before the game. And I said, Coach, how do you keep your kids focused moving into the playoffs when you've played teams like Hoban and Avon and IMG? And he talked about that these guys are, they're just in high school, and it's tough to keep them focused, and we're seeing a little lack of focus right here.
It's still first down, by the way. We've had, 3 or 4 plays, and it's only
Great
still first down. But
great defensive play. Is that Swisher again?
It's Swisher.
Man, he's having a game. Great play by Swisher coming up for us at TFL. Well, I gave him no game, but it looked like TFL to me.
Yeah, I think he was behind the line of scrimmage when he came down. It's going to be 2nd and 11. And Jones gets it. He's out across midfield, and it's going to be a little bit short of where they need to get the first down.
He does such a good job of stepping out of tackles. Guys have him wrapped up, and they're just right here. You see right there, he's got him wrapped up, and he just steps out of it and goes. He keeps moving downfield. He's a big kid. Runs behind his pads.
Yeah, he is 5'10", 235. Just a boulder coming downhill at you. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Well, this is curious.
And hand off to Jones. He's got enough for the first down.
Kind of curious defense there by Shelby. I think they thought maybe Glenville was going to take a shot downfield because they had 2 guys.
Yeah.
They were playing 2 deep safety there on an obvious running play.
I don't know. I'm kind of with Shelby on that defensively, though, because it is so 3rd and short where it felt like they were going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so maybe you take a shot downfield there, but either way, it's a first down. And the Tarblooders will receive to start the second half, so they got a chance here depending on how long this drive takes.
I got to believe that's going to be an onside kick, too.
Tomlinson keeps it.
Quarterback power run all the way.
He is so quick, and he is still going. 20, 15, cuts back 10, and brought down at the 5. Number 5, Tomlinson. 1st and goal, Tarblooders.
I don't know if you can. You really can't appreciate how big Tomlinson is on the screen. Down there in pre-games watching him warm up, and he, we talked about how big number 7, Deshaunte Jones is, but man, Tomlinson is a big kid too. Really well put together, tall, runs well, runs behind his pads. This is where Shelby bowed up last time.
Yeah. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Just under 5.5 to go. Tomlinson, hands off. Jones up the middle. And Pyle moving. Did he get in, or is he going to be just short? He is going to be just short of the goal line, 2nd and goal.
Tomlinson wants the ball. Tomlinson is walking over the sidelines as the play's going on.
Yeah.
Coach, give me the ball. Let's run the sneak. Let's run the sneak, Coach.
Yeah, we'll see if they run the tush-push, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of beef on that Glenville line. I think they're going to be moving downhill. You brought the tight end in. You got 2 tight ends.
And he hands it off. Jones hit initially, spins out of it, and he is in for 6. Boy, initially the contact happened. He was going to be short, but he was able to keep his feet going, kept his balance, got into the end zone.
Let's watch Witten block here. Right there on the end, Witten gets the nice seal block there. Actually runs, Thomas kind of runs into Witten. Witten took a little abuse on that one. He's going to talk to his buddy in the locker room at halftime. Hey, bro, run that a little wider next time.
And another extra point attempt, and off the crossbar, so no good. 35-7 is our score.
Our score, Glenville 35.
And I tell you what, you know who was almost in, well, who was in on that play but just couldn't make the tackle? It was Eister again. Getting in there. We saw him stop Jones short last, one of the trips that Glenville had down by the red zone.
Yeah,
zone.
Eister and Swisher, they're certainly playing like seniors. What grade are they in? Eister and Swisher.
Eister's a junior. Swisher's a senior.
Yeah, they're both playing like seniors tonight. Really playing hard, hard-nosed football. Very impressed with them. You know, if you go to Shelby High School and you go to the gym and you look at all the state accolades they have across the board, and there's a reason for that. There's a tough nature, competitive nature about the kids from Shelby. You know, some places coaches talk about they go to and they say we have to build a culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think when Coach Mahaney came into Shelby, he knew all I have to do is embrace the culture.
Yeah.
It's the culture of winning and tough-minded folks around here. I just have to embrace it, and they certainly have.
They certainly have. Mahaney in his 5th season, 41-16 as the coach of the Whippets. They were co-MOAC champs with Ontario this year, and they've won at least a share of the MOAC 4 out of the last 5 seasons. So, yeah, he has just carried the baton, really, in the relay that is the tradition over at Shelby. 17 seniors on this bunch, too.
Another short kick.
And muffed it for almost a second. And down at about the 31 is where the Whippets will start here. 4:38 to go.
Number 30 on the kick return for Shelby, number 30.
Take a look at some of our people that are tuning in, chatting. We got Anthony Williams. He's locked in to this game. We appreciate you, Anthony, and everyone else watching live and free here on the OH Report. Whether you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, we appreciate all of you for spending your Friday night with us here. It's pretty chilly out. Thankfully, we're in the press box. It's nice and warm.
I got the window open.
The window's open. You wouldn't even know. So here we go. DeVito. And there was not a whole lot of confidence on that play, and it's going to go for a huge loss. That's Daryl Owens. There wasn't a whole lot of effort, really.
I think DeVito has a slide up in the pocket there. The lineman had the defensive end he was taking him out wide, and when DeVito slid back, he just slid right into the guy's arms.
It's a loss of 16, 2nd and 26.
2 tights.
And this handoff
there we go.
Goes for a couple of yards there. Skylar Winters.
Good, tough, hard-nosed run there by Winters.
Phillips on the tackle.
Gets the ball to about the 18. Bring up 3rd and long.
I think you got to look for Ramsey here, deep, playing no free safeties.
Yeah, this
feels
like you just got to
Ramsey on a skinny post here in the middle of the field would be great.
They're looking to take that shot.
Oh,
under
flush the other
pressure,
way.
DeVito's
got some green grass.
Is he gonna? He is gonna take a shot downfield, and it's Ramsey who comes back for it. He's got it at the 45 and knocked out around the 40. Isaiah Ramsey with a huge completion and catch there.
Great play by Ramsey. He was running a go route, saw his quarterback breaking out to the right, and Ramsey broke off his route, cut it across, gave his quarterback some life, made a great catch. Keep the drive alive.
That's Shelby leader in receiving yards, Isaiah Ramsey, who eclipsed 3,000 yards for his career just a couple weeks ago. Skylar Winters again gets it. Knocked out of bounds on a short gain. It's just amazing, though, the connection. Ramsey as a senior and DeVito, the sophomore. Like, Ramsey's had a couple different quarterbacks in his time here, but it doesn't matter. Like, he just continues to make plays, and there's a reason he's the record holder.
Well, they're well coached, Shelby.
Yes.
So there's been multiple quarterbacks, but all the quarterbacks get the same high quality level coaching. And so when one graduates, the next one, it's next man up mentality to talk about. Next guy steps in, he's received that same kind of coaching, and he's put in the kind of effort to really improve himself. They slid a safety over top of Ramsey this time.
DeVito steps up, makes his throw, and some contact. Are we going to get a call on the play? It does not appear so. Looked like there might have been a little bit early of a jump there from Glenville defensively. Eister unable to come down with the catch.
Close. They've been letting him play all night tonight, though. On both sides of the ball, they've been letting him play on the pass routes.
Aaron Scales defensively getting in there. 3rd and 9. We just saw Shelby convert a 3rd and 23. See what the play call is here. Do you just try and pick up a couple here and make it a more manageable 4th down?
I think you do,
You've got 2 plays to pick up 9 yards here. And the Whippets are going to talk it over a little bit more. They'll take a timeout, 2:09 to go.
You know, watching this Glenville team, and we all know the great athletes that have come from Glenville, the Ohio State athletes, but you know, Shelby's got some Ohio State connection too. The great Larry Siegfried from Shelby, Ohio, co-captain of the 1960 I believe it was, national championship team, was runner-up the next year. Went on with the Boston Celtics, had a long career at the Boston Celtics, won 5 NBA championships with the Boston Celtics. Larry Siegfried from Shelby, Ohio. How many championships does LeBron have?
I don't think it's 5.
It's not.
It's not.
Shelby's own Larry Siegfried has more NBA championships than LeBron James.
There you go.
So I know there's a lot of people out there watching this game. Glenville's had some great athletes go through Ohio State. Shelby can lay claim to a few, too.
Sure can. And they've got a couple on this team, too, getting some D1 looks and some high D2 programs as well. We talked about DeVito. He visited Marshall, and Isaiah Ramsey looking to Western Illinois, Findlay, Ashland, all solid programs at that D2 level.
Well, the D2 level, there's one school to go to, and that's Ashland University.
Yeah. No bias there, right?
Oh, 100% bias. It's the best.
DeVito drops back under pressure, steps up. He's able to get out of it. More pressure coming, gets the defenders up. He's just got to get rid of this. He does. Question is there anyone in the area? They want grounding on the Glenville sideline.
I'm not the most brushed up on the grounding rule in high school, but he was out of the tackle box, and it did go past the line of scrimmage. So it's not grounding in college.
I don't think I'm brushed up on any of the rules anymore because I feel like they consistently change them and get more and more complicated.
We did a good job getting outside the tackle box and getting the ball past the line of scrimmage.
So it's 4th and 9. And they are going to go for it as we expected.
Have to go for it. Glenville playing 2.
And they're going to take a timeout. Play clock was running out on them. It's down to 2. So that's the final timeout for Shelby. So if they do manage to convert this 4th down, they'll have to pick up the tempo just a little bit with 2 minutes to go here until halftime.
So I think if I'm Shelby, obviously have to get the first down here. And then you have to start thinking about touchdown after that with under 2 minutes to go. Gotta get your foot on the gas pedal real quick. And then come out, and I think you have to kick onside coming out of halftime.
Yeah.
You're down 35-7. You got to steal a few more possessions here. Try and claw your way back into this game. As we suspected at the top of the broadcast, they're holding up in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
They're not getting beat in the trenches. They're getting beat sometimes on the back end. The big plays.
So here we go, 4th and 9. DeVito drops back. Under pressure. He's rolling out, takes his shot downfield. He's
got
got
man
it open. Ramsey again. He just continues to find a way to get open.
We said this would be a great opportunity for Ramsey to put some film down against some of the best defensive backs in the state. He is certainly doing that. And first down, stops the clock.
DeVito, I cannot fathom how he is only a sophomore, because some of the decisions that he makes and just his ability to keep the plays alive, too. He's running out of the pocket, looking downfield.
Coach Ginn's out on the field. He's all the way at the numbers. He wanted a holding call real bad on that last play.
DeVito's got it, excuse me. He throws it, and incomplete. It'll be second down.
The most impressive thing about DeVito to me is his arm strength on the run.
Yes.
How many times has he thrown the ball 20, 30 yards downfield on the run, jumping up in the air over guys?
Yeah, he's as good as advertised. I mean, the numbers we showed you in pregame that he's put up this year seem like they shouldn't be humanly possible, but he's found a way to do it.
We talked a little bit at the top of the broadcast that we felt like Glenville defensive linemen need to keep DeVito in the box and not let him roll out. They've pinned their ears back a little more in his last couple downs, last couple series. They're trying to get after him, and he's beating them on the run.
This time he does hand it off, and I think this is going to be a pass.
This is a halfback pass. This is a halfback. Oh, don't throw that.
He does get it up, and it's an ill-advised throw, picked off by Glenville. Yeah, sometimes you try to force the issue. It wasn't there. Glenville was prepared for it. You just gotta throw that away, out of bounds.
Yeah, I think you almost have to run out of bounds there and stop the clock if you're Skylar Winters. But he's trying to make a play. He's trying to keep his team in it. But, yeah, Glenville, great job sniffing that one out. Halfback pass all the way, which is not a trick play. The halfback pass is not a trick play. The halfback pass is a legitimate play no matter what anyone tells you. and Glenville did a great job of defending the runner, who was the passer, and also covering it downfield. They had two guys in coverage.
There were three guys there, I think, waiting to come down with that.
And three guys on Skylar Winters. So really well defended. I love the call. Just really well defended.
So we'll see if Glenville, they've got one timeout left. Do they try to get it going downfield? They will receive to start the second half.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate the compliment, buddy. I'll see you Monday.
Tomlinson rolls out. Beautiful throw.
Oh, wow.
Enough for a Tarblooder first down.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that was...
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap here. Deep out. Steps into the throw. Zips it to the sideline. That's a tough throw. Great catch. Keeps both feet in bounds just beyond the sticks.
It's Paulie Sadler coming down with the catch for the Glenville first down.
Really great play.
It just looked so effortless. Like, that's a difficult throw.
Little bubble screen here.
Get it to the outside. And Shelby doing a nice job
not
letting that play go for
18.
a big gain.
Is that Swisher again, 18? For Shelby?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Boy, if we get a replay, watch Swisher, shed the blocker, make the tackle, put that on film. That's exactly how you teach it. Maybe a few more yards you want to give up, but great individual effort play by Swisher once again.
Maverick Knoll also in there. Tomlinson drops back, looks downfield, pressure, gets the throw off,
Oh, boy.
and knocked away. Great defense.
9.
Quincy Rogers, the intended receiver.
It's Maverick Knoll, who was just in on that last play.
Maverick Knoll.
And again, that's like the second throw now that's been defensed downfield by Shelby.
3rd and 3, Glenville.
Just tipped away at like the last possible second.
Shelby brings in an extra linebacker here. They send out a defensive lineman. They bring in an extra linebacker. Skylar Winters checks in the game on defense.
It's 3rd down and 3. Tomlinson, quick pass to the outside, complete. They've got enough for the first down.
Quincy Rogers with the reception.
Quincy Rogers on the catch. And that's just a smart play. 3rd and short. Pick up the first down. Get out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, great opportunity here for Glenville. If you're already thinking about moving on, you're going to have some touchdowns, some drives in under a minute to score. And this is a great opportunity for them to really improve and grow. And, you know, they're going to put the ball in some danger here. They're going to throw it up. So maybe Shelby can come down with an interception, playing too high safety.
Tomlinson steps up in the pocket, takes a shot downfield, just too much on that throw.
I tell you what, Tomlinson does a really good job of sliding up in the pocket and keeping his eyes downfield. If you're Shelby defensive lineman, you can't be running past him right here. You've got to keep Tomlinson in front of you because he slid up so well. Shelby had 2 safeties drop deep. They brought some heat. If he hangs on to that ball, he probably gets to about the 20 before he's corralled.
Jamari Townsend was the intended receiver.
Glenville 1 timeout left.
Yeah, they haven't had to use it yet on this drive. Been able to manage the clock well. Pass is complete. And making a couple Whippets miss, still going. Cuts back upfield. Just some sneaky, shifty moves. Lavon Reed.
The Glenville coaches are screaming, get down, get down, get down. As soon as he gets tackled, they're calling timeout.
That is their final timeout. Did they take a timeout, or do we have an injury timeout?
You can't see the Glenville coaches in the replay there, but they're telling their young man, get down. We need you down the field.
Glenville did take a timeout. 21 seconds to go. So that was their final timeout.
So if you're
at the 37.
If you're Glenville and you're in the huddle right here, you're telling your guys, listen, we're going to throw the ball, but if Tomlinson takes off and runs, he can get some yards. If he gets tackled, we line up and we spike it. We clock it. And then you look to the sidelines because we got a first down, 21 seconds left. I would not be afraid to cut Tomlinson loose on a run if the field opens up, especially Shelby dropping 3 men deep, playing a 4-4 a little bit here. They've rotated a lot of their defensive line out and brought in some linebackers to blitz.
And incomplete.
Yeah, Shelby had a chance here. 32 for Shelby is
Ethan Dawson.
Ethan Dawson had a chance here. He gets a little deeper in coverage. He has a chance to pick that one off. Right there, he gets a little bit deeper in coverage. He can get that. If you're Shelby, you got to keep everything in front of you. You're screaming at your defensive backs, stay in coverage. It looks like they're playing zone. Stay in coverage, play zone, defend the goal line. We don't care if they get a first down.
I would say at this point,
defend the goal line.
Yeah, you just don't want anyone to get behind you, and that play took 4 seconds off the clock too. So Glenville out of timeouts, only 17 seconds to go. Only time for a couple more plays here. And this pass is complete, but he's short of the first down. The clock's going to continue to run. They got to hurry up.
So here we go. Glenville coaches tell them to clock it.
6 seconds,
tell them to
5
clock
seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it. They clocked it right at 0. So that is the end of the first half.
Glenville wants a second on the clock.
I don't think they got it, though.
They're not going to get that call up 35-7.
Yep, a dominating performance out of the Tarblooders here in the first half. Stick around here on the OH Report. We'll have some halftime stats for you and the marching band performances for you as well. Coming up here on the other side of the break.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
With Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Our next tune brings us forward to 2005 with a song that has achieved popularity all around the world. It was released as the third single from the group's seventh studio album titled American Idiot, featuring Major X, Gracie Rodman, and seniors Charlie Barnhart and Elizabeth Thomas. This is Green Day's Holiday. amazing Shelby Whippets marching band closes their alternative rock portion of the show this evening with another time step forward to 2009 with a song released by the American Christian rock band Silly. This song is about a man who feels like a monster because he can't control it, and it's always there, just under the surface. Here's Monster! The amazing Shelby Whippets marching band will continue our halftime show with some selections from other halftime shows throughout the season. The next tune will be from our viral hit show, followed by the closing number from our annual senior show. This next song peaked within the top 10 in the charts, received multi-platinum certifications in Australia, Canada, and the United States. As the amazing Shelby Whippets marching band continues their halftime performance with this hit song, we have one question for everyone. Are you ready for it? Shelby Whippets marching band closes their show this evening with one of the most popular Latin jazz and marching band standards that has been performed by many music ensembles over the last century. Influenced by flamenco dance styles from Southeast Spain, this is Malagueña. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Amazing Shelby Whippets Marching Band! Way to go!
Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, let's do this thing.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. If you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight that allow us to bring you these high school games live and free for you here on the OH Report. Phillips Tube Group, American-made, most reliable welded steel tube in the USA, made right in Shelby, Ohio. Bob and Bob Door Company, entry doors, storm doors, garage doors, and openers. Bob and Bob Doors has been providing fast, friendly, and reliable service for over 51 years. Carothers Pest Control. Got a pest? Call the best, 419-314-3214. And Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source, helping you choose effective vitamins and supplements and can prepare custom medications as prescribed by your healthcare provider or veterinarian to manage hormone balance, mouth soreness, pain, autoimmune conditions, and many more. And thank you as well to Buckeye Horizon and Spitzer Motors of Mansfield. Stick around. We'll have the second half action for you right here on the other side of the break. Welcome into our Carothers Pest Control halftime show. Glenville all over Shelby here in the Division IV Region 14 semifinal, 35-7. Andy Jardy alongside Zach. And Zach, what did you see in that first half? Is there, Shelby seemed to kind of figure some things out there late in the second quarter, but Glenville, just came out, really took control of this game immediately, and it's been tough for Shelby to get back.
We talked about the not pick six, the scoop six.
Yeah,
killed Shelby early. We said that they got through the kitchen sink at Glenville. They're certainly trying that with the double pass, the halfback pass, those type of things.
The fake punt,
but all three of those plays blew up in their face.
Yeah,
the fake punt was well executed.
Yeah.
But Glenville made a great play. The double pass was not well executed. They fumbled the ball, and the halfback pass, ill-advised throw there, but just trying to make a play. But they have the right idea. That's if you're Shelby, that's what you have to do to take down the defending Division IV state champs. Throw the kitchen sink at them, but you got to execute.
They do, and they almost had an onside kick, which we were talking during halftime. Like, you got to come out and onside kick it here, right? You're down 28.
I mean, as well as you kicked it last time, you were so close there. You've got to onside it here, and you tell the kids, listen, we were just a hand's length away. We have to lay out and make that play right here. And if you can't make it, slap it back towards the middle of the field. Keep the ball alive.
Glenville jumped out to a 29-0 lead. Shelby was able to get into the end zone late there in the first half, and then
it could be worse. Shelby had an amazing goal line stand there.
Yeah.
Really impressed with Raul Tomlinson, his command in the pocket. He's not panicking and rolling right or left. He's sliding up in the pocket. He's keeping his eyes downfield and running when he has to, and he's a very effective runner in passing.
I don't know if I've been more impressed with his passing or his running abilities. And
that's a pooch.
There's a penalty on the play, too.
We got offsides. Offsides on Shelby.
So that was kind of like the in-between, like, pooch onside kick where you try to just, like, get to it almost right as the guy is coming down with it, or hope that he doesn't field it.
Yeah. That you're trying to find an open spot in the coverage and trying to kick it to the open spot, and you've got a gunner running down the side of the field, so it's almost like, almost like a pass to him. You pooch it up in the air, and he's got to go down and catch it. Which, so if you're pooching it that way and you're offsides, I didn't see what the offsides was, but if it's on our half of the field, well, you really would need to have a conversation with one of these guys because the ball isn't going your way. Why are you offsides?
Yeah, especially, too, if it wasn't going to be like an onside kick. There was no real need to, like, be antsy.
It looks like Shelby coaches are making the call on the sideline, and the kicker's seeing the call coming in. Here we go. And he just goes deep, a little deeper this time. Straight kickoff.
Taken at about the 22-yard line, getting to the outside, cutting up. He's at the 40, 45, 50. He's got a blocker out in front of him. 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Glenville takes it back to start the second half. Jamari Townsend
turns on the afterburners. Comes all the way across the field. Not typically something you'd see, but, a lot of credit to Townsend, but he had great blocking to start off with. Right down the field. And Glenville is, what are they doing here?
I think they're
coming out with a T. They're going to take an extra point.
Yeah, they're going to take the extra point here. 41-7. Now we will have a running clock.
Running right now.
As Glenville has pushed the lead out past 30. And the extra point attempt is, it's good.
It's ugly, but it was good. It was ugly, but it got through a little stutter step there. You got to work on our timing a little bit.
So 42-7. And that's just, We talked about limiting the big plays for Shelby was going to be one way that they could find a way to come out with this victory.
You know, as tough as it is to come out halftime when you're losing like Shelby is, when you're winning like Glenville is, it's almost as tough because you're flat. And I don't know if Witten is being carried off because they're clowning around.
No, I think he's actually he's hurt a little bit because I saw it too on the kickoff return. He was starting to limp up. I don't know if it's a cramp or what's going on, but yeah, he just was piggybacked off the field.
He's getting some attention right now, and he's getting stretched out. That looks like a cramp.
Yeah, I don't know if he tightened up. You know, it was the first play out of the locker room. It's cold. Did something just tighten up on him as he was running on that kickoff?
Yeah, you got to wonder. You don't typically see guys cramping up this late in the season because they're in shape, and it's not like you're sweating buckets on a night like tonight. But they're stretching the hip a little bit there and the calf. So, yeah, either that or he might maybe tweak something on that kickoff return. Glenville, he's a kicker, though, so Glenville's got to find another kicker. Freddie Johnson checks in to kick the ball. And he's not your prototypical kicker. He's a pretty big kid.
Yeah. Gets it to
Number
the 25.
7.
And
Shelby.
Oh,
that's got to be a flag.
hit.
That's got to be a flag. I don't know how that's not a flag.
And there is not a flag. Wow.
Wow.
I don't know how this was not a late hit out of bounds.
Nick Eister on the return, and I don't know how you don't call that, especially this late in the game with the score getting a little ugly. You don't call penalties like that. Things are going to start to get a little out of control, and you really disappointed with the referee there, not throwing that flag.
How is that nothing?
Yeah.
That's
he's running out. He turned and was going out of bounds.
I think Jermaine even realized he hit him late because he kind of reacted like, oh, God, I shouldn't have done that. Skylar Winters just nowhere to go here.
Losing some yards there. Glenville's defensive line has got their ears pinned back now.
Under 10 to go here. Glenville returned the opening kick here in the second half to push this thing out.
I tell you what, Jameel Ham, 6'4", 235, number 97 for Glenville, might be physically the most impressive kid on the field. And he's only a junior.
DeVito rolling out under heavy pressure now and takes
a man open.
Wide open again. I mean, Ramsey continues to just be wide open on these throws.
Well, it's backyard football at that point. DeVito breaks out. He's getting out of the pocket. Ramsey, those two have played enough together. He understands where he's going, breaks off his route, and gets to a spot where his quarterback can find him open.
It's almost like, too, that maybe Glenville is just expecting the sack, and they're kind of giving up on the coverage downfield because that is like the third or fourth throw now where he has been wide open on just kind of like you said, a backyard football play.
Well, so the defensive backs are just getting their eyes in the backfield, right? And they're watching the play, and Ramsey breaks it off. The defensive backs just have to stick with their man. That's a procedure.
It will 11. Be on Shelby.
Number 11, Casey Lance. Got a little antsy there. So we're going to have a third and 9.
Yeah, it's crazy because that Ramsey catch, you just assumed it was a first down because of how far he threw the ball, but he had to run back about 20 yards to get the throw off.
Yeah, there's another situation where the pocket in front of him was fine. If he slides up, he can probably keep his eyes downfield. He breaks off to the right into guy we just talked about, number 97, Jameel Ham, and that's not the guy you want to be running you down at 6'4", 235.
So a timeout taken by Glenville.
Yep.
8:16 to go here. Are you surprised we haven't seen DeVito use his legs to run downfield more?
I am. They ran a lot of quarterback sweep, power sweep with the quarterback, zone read kind of stuff. And that little zone read was working for him towards the end of the first half with DeVito putting it in Winter's belly and then reading, Winter's belly and then reading the defensive end. Not a lot. I don't think they've run a lot of straight run out of that. But, yeah, I'm surprised, especially if DeVito can slide up in the pocket and maybe no one's open, then he takes off downfield after he slides up. But trying to run around these guys isn't going to work. You're not going to be able to flush right and left and do the kind of things you've done against the other Division IV schools you've played this year.
DeVito in the win last week against Van Wert, 546 total yards of offense, 425 through the air, 121 on the ground.
Ramsey comes back. That's a nice route by Ramsey.
And he's got it again. Depends on where they're going to say he caught it. I think he's going to be short of the first down. Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and about 2.
Great route by Ramsey, though. He runs deep, puts his foot in the ground, comes back, makes a nice. The great part about that route, he stuck with that with the deep option until the defensive back turned his shoulders. As soon as the defensive back turns his shoulders, he breaks off, comes back, is wide open. That's great route running by Ramsey. Really impressive.
So it's going to be 4th and 3. Shelby is going to go for it.
But Ramsey's going to look awful good in purple and gold someday. Zero high safety, that single high safety, but the safety's playing the run for Glenville the whole way in the middle of the field.
And they hand it off, and short. Glenville all over it, trying to get it with Winters on the ground. Couldn't do it, and it's a turnover on downs.
Glenville was playing run the whole way.
And something that we saw kind of in that second quarter where, Shelby's got the guys up front to kind of control the trenches. Haven't seen it here to start this second half. DeVito's been under a lot of pressure, and that run just never stood a chance.
Well, Glenville's been rotating a lot of guys on the D-line, and I think their depth is starting to get to Shelby's O-line a little bit. Shelby comes out. 3 linebackers, single high safety. It's definitely a mismatch here at the slot on the top of the field. I don't like that mismatch right there for Shelby, but Glenville's run the whole way.
We hand it off.
We talked about, we thought, Coach Ginn is going to come out and let big number 7, Deshaunte Jones, kind of take over this game and really run the ball. Let's see where they snap it at here. Like a high school 40-second play clock. And let's see how far they run it down before they snap the ball.
Yeah, you've already got the running clock going.
We're halfway through. We're halfway through the third quarter already.
We'll see how much time they do take on these snaps. 19
seconds.
And taking shots downfield. And
good coverage.
Yeah, good coverage and throw a little out of reach.
13, Ramsey on. Read an article earlier talking about how Ramsey played primarily offense last year. This year, the coaches have him on both sides of the ball, and they line him up on, the other team's best receiver. Glenville's best receiver, pick your poison.
Yeah, it's
right. I don't know who they decided to line up Ramsey on, but he had really sticky coverage there. I mean, you hate to throw the ball around him. He's so good at playing the ball in the air that if he picks one off, man, it could be 100 yards the other way.
Play clock down to 7, and Tomlinson keeps it.
So good,
and he is just so good, as you mentioned. Gets to that final level and brought down inside the 15.
You watch that zone read be ran at the college level, and they don't. You don't run the zone read any better than that. The defensive end bit on the running back, and he pulled it at the right minute. His eyes are on that defensive end the whole way. As soon as the defensive end committed the running back, he pulled it and took off running. And there's another pick your poison. Who do you want running the ball, Jones or Tomlinson? I don't know if I want to tackle either one of them.
So it's officially at the 14-yard line, 1st and 10.
About 7 seconds on the play clock that time.
Tomlinson, play action, or not play action, but throws it and it's incomplete.
Little RPO that time. I think Tomlinson just wanted to throw the ball. There was a safety sitting in the middle of the field. His man wasn't really open, but he wanted to throw the ball there.
He was committed to
the
play, yeah. So here we go on second down.
Boy, Shelby's linebackers, I think they squeeze in the middle of the field a little more because they're coming right up the middle.
And Jones gets it, but Shelby ready for it. There is a penalty flag down. But that was a great job. You saw the linebackers start to creep in. They were anticipating the run.
Yeah, did a good job that time not running past the running back, getting some hands on him and getting some, getting your buddies to help. 44 Howman and looked like 64 Sturts, both on the play.
See what this penalty is.
Personal foul. Glenville.
Okay. So that'll back them up. We've seen this a couple times now where they've gotten down inside the red zone and a couple personal fouls on sportsmanlike conducts have backed them up. So this will push them outside the 20.
Should be third down.
Yep. Some confusion as to what down it should be, but it is third down. Tomlinson hit as he throws, and it's overthrown, and it's intercepted in the end zone.
Who we got? I can't see the number from here. Number 9, Maverick Knoll. Great play. Yeah, we talked earlier. Tomlinson was committed to the pass there. Great job by Knoll, reading the quarterback's eyes the whole way, making a play, and being smart, too. Getting down the end zone, give us the ball on the 20-yard line.
Yep.
We got life. 3:09 left to go. Stop the clock, change of possession. We talked a lot about the kind of culture in Shelby, Ohio. These kids are not going to give up.
No, and there was good pressure there on Tomlinson, too. It looked like he was kind of hit as he let go of that. So.
Yeah, good pressure by the defensive line. Somewhere where Shelby has kind of stuck with Glenville all night has been that interior line play.
DeVito, again, just under pressure, and multiple flags come in.
Downfield. And this, so we got one we got one on both sidelines. I got to believe.
We have a sideline?
Sideline warning, yeah. This referee was so mad he threw the flag backwards and he hit the Glenville coaches.
These things are dangerous.
Yeah, Orlando Browns, the Cleveland Browns, remember that?
Yes.
Took one in the eye. Zeus, yeah. Zeus took one in the eye. Be careful, man. Those things are dangerous. It did ruin his career.
So Shelby gets some more free yardage.
I don't know what the flag on the other side. The flag on the other side of the field certainly couldn't have been sideline warning on Glenville. I don't know what penalty they took. They took defensive holding. Thank you. So we have sideline infraction and a defensive holding. Shelby took the defensive holding, obviously.
Moves the ball out to the 30. Under 2 to go here in the third quarter.
Hey, we got Lance down here in single coverage. He's been quiet all night.
And this handoff.
My basketball scout, Richard Sturry, tells me this Lance kid can jump out of the gym. And he's been a little quiet all night. He was in single coverage right there.
It's a loss of 2 on that handoff. 2nd and 12. Boy, in a game that the pace to start this game was just like boom, boom, boom. It has
grinded
since halftime, just an absolute lull. That opening kick returned, and then
oh boy, here we go. Here we go. This is the matchup we like. Ramsey in single coverage.
And he fumbled it. Nice.
Zone read. Looks like he got it back though in a flag.
I think that's just the.
Oh, is that the? It's a
fumble.
marker.
Yeah, the marker.
Yep. Little zone read there, and just he's reading the interior. He's reading. Yep.
He just dropped it.
It was the right. He was the right job. He pulled, which he should have done. The defensive end crashed down. He pulled, but ball getting a little slick out there.
Little slick, cold hands. I tell you, it is chilly out there.
We're nice and toasty in the press box.
It's warm in here, but when I stepped outside at halftime, I was like, oh man.
It's almost like football weather.
Yeah, almost. 3rd and 15. DeVito.
There he slides up in the pocket.
Now he steps up, and I think he dropped it again.
Oh, just got it. He's kind of carrying it like a loaf of bread there. And they just slapped it out.
But yeah, we saw him step up into the pocket this time, which we
Stepped
haven't
up
seen
there.
him do.
If he hangs on the football, boy, he's got some green grass in front of him.
That is going to be the end of the third quarter, though. We'll have the fourth quarter here for you on the other side of the break here, live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. If you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're
Oh my
serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Welcome back into Elyria, where it's the fourth quarter here, and Glenville with a commanding 42-7 lead. Shelby punting away here, and Turf Monster
Turf
strikes again.
Turf Monster indeed. Trips up number 9 for Glenville.
Yeah, that's McQuan Gravely.
McQuan Gravely, number 9, gets the Turf Monster gets a tackle on that play. Glenville takes over on Shelby's side of the field. Let's see who comes out. Does Glenville leave their starters out there?
Yeah, that's a good question. It
No.
does not look like Tomlinson is in at quarterback
Tomlinson
anymore.
is not in. Number 10,
That's
Arvell Nelson.
Yep, sophomore. And they've rotated through quarterbacks this season. Handoff. Just an extra burst of speed, still going.
Oh,
I mean, that play looked like it wasn't really going to go for anything.
McQuan Gravely again. Number 9, McQuan Gravely, found an extra gear there.
Sure did.
On the side. And then drug a tackler, too. It's fast and can run some power. 42-7, 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
That one gets all the way inside the 30. First and 10. And handoff again. Picks up about 5 on the play.
Holman on the tackle, gain of 4 on the play.
Hallman's having a great game. 44 for Shelby.
Yeah.
Junior coming back next year. He's really played solid, acquitted himself well tonight.
Another junior that'll be back next year too, Nick Eister. We've seen him make some big plays.
It's going to be reload for Shelby.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of talent back next year, no question about it. Anytime you got someone like Brayden DeVito coming back,
Anthony Pitts, the ball carrier.
you're going to give yourself a chance. But
Holman on the tackle.
Number 13, Anthony Pitts, the ball carrier.
Gain of 3 on the play.
He's got some quicks, too.
and that's the thing too. You got these kids now coming in who, haven't seen any snaps. They're hungry. They want to
Absolutely.
make some noise, show up in that box score.
A place like Glenville, Ted Ginn creates an atmosphere of competition all the time, and that's how he gets the best players to play their best, because there's an atmosphere of competition. These kids know they get their opportunity. If they show out, Coach Ginn's going to give them more opportunities.
Quarterback keeps it on this play. Nelson.
Nice play by Isaiah Beck, number 5 for Shelby. Great tackle.
On the tackle.
So this was always going to be a tall task here tonight for Shelby. But I really think, where did this game get away from Shelby? Because it felt like that scoop and score to make it a 14-0 game.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like,
that was a bit of a backbreaker early. Jory Can we get a fix on
And
the
the pass to the outside, complete, brought down inside the 5. 8:37 and counting to go here. Glenville knocking on the door again. They will await the winner of West Holmes Perkins.
Let's see if Shelby can come up in their goal line stand here like they did earlier.
First and goal from the 4. Nelson at quarterback, Gravely in the backfield. They give it to Gravely. Gravely is in for 6. It's another.
No. There he is. Yep, touchdown.
Another Tarblooders touchdown. Gravely gets in and continues to show just the depth that Glenville has. Take a look at the replay. Just kind of kept going. He got hit well short of the goal line, but didn't matter.
Like we talked about, these kids are hungry when they get in the game. They want to score. They want to show what they can do. 64 for Shelby was down there. Cohen Sturts, Jr. A little nicked up on that play, getting helped off.
So it looks like they're going to go for 2.
It's always a mystery. We never know.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it. Maybe Coach Gibbon flips a coin.
Yeah, could be. Or you try and run it. You know, you're running a 2-point
Little
conversion.
roll out, oh, wide open in the corner.
Yep, wide open, and there it is. And, you know, you had guys in that haven't played tonight, so you want to see what they can do in certain situations.
Paulie Sadler for Glenville, number 19, just a sophomore, 5'11", 160. He's made some nice catches tonight.
He has made a couple nice catches, and it's impressive what Glenville has. We talked about it. Shelby was going to have to throw the kitchen sink, get some breaks to go their way, and it just wasn't there tonight for them. And that doesn't take away the success they had this season, because this was an incredible team for Shelby.
50-7, they just ran to an absolute buzzsaw. And there's a few of those buzzsaws at every division. You know, I think Mansfield Seniors probably run into a buzzsaw at night. Haven't seen a score of them in Toledo Central Catholic, but Toledo Central Catholic is the buzzsaw in Division 3. Glenville looks to be the buzzsaw in Division 4. You know, you get Division 2. Hoban, Massillon, Avon look like the bell cows there.
Any team in the MAC.
Yeah, right.
Kirtland,
right.
Marion
Division
Local,
5 and
like
6 and 7, right.
Coldwater.
Yeah, 5, 6, and 7. The MAC runs those 3 divisions. But you know, Shelby's played hard. They've made some nice plays here and there when they've had the opportunity. Sometimes, you know, just ran some better athletes a few times.
Return brought outside the 20.
This is something I've never seen before. Can we get a replay?
Yeah, it's up right now.
You can't see the replay. I think it was number 30 for Glenville was on the kickoff coverage. They kick the ball. He walks off the field, spikes his helmet, and just sits down. Doesn't even run down the field. I've never seen that before in my life. The Glenville coaches are having a little conversation about it right now.
Yeah, I was watching the kick. I didn't even see him come off the field like that.
Yeah, he just stormed off the field. I'm not sure why he was upset, but he was upset about something. Okay, back to the game. Enough of the extracurriculars. We're here to work. Glenville now playing a single high safety.
Handoff. Winters loses a couple on the play. Just
there's nowhere to go.
Hasn't been able to get it going tonight. Had 108 yards last week and 4 touchdowns against Van Wert.
Yeah, this isn't Van Wert.
No, and that's That was the one thing. It was if Shelby's offense was going to be able to match the scores, we would find ourselves in maybe a similar game that they had last week.
And we're seeing a lot of the backups now in for Glenville on defense as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, physically these backups are probably just as good as a lot of the starters. Nice screen.
Yep, nice screen play there. Winters on the reception.
Boy.
And he just didn't
we say
get anywhere.
Well, that we say nice screenplay. They had it blocked up pretty well. Glenville just closed so well.
Yeah.
They the guys that were getting blocked held their ground, and the cavalry came in and cleaned up the play.
It's going to be 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
So that play went for about 4 yards.
Glenville playing 0 free safety here, so Glenville is playing the run the whole way.
And they're going to come out and pass. Shelby takes a shot
Got a man
downfield.
deep.
He's got his man open. It's Ramsey. Ramsey with the catch. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Isaiah Ramsey. What a way to potentially be his final catch as a Shelby Whippet here in the Division IV Region 14 semifinal. Comes down with a huge touchdown.
You know, that's we talked about the matchups. We wanted to see Ramsey up against these defensive backs. I didn't see the route he ran. He's in man coverage, no safety help over the top, and just beats his man off the starting blocks. And by the time he gets to the 40, he's 5 yards in front.
What a way to end what has been an incredible career for Isaiah Ramsey. Holds the school record at Shelby for receiving yards in a career, over 3,000.
Just added about 70 more to it.
Yeah. He's making it difficult for whoever follows in his footsteps.
Really nice ball by
Absolutely.
DeVito, too.
Yeah.
He had some guys in his face on that one. He stayed in the pocket.
Lance's kick is up and good.
Kick is good.
Lance's kick is good.
Shelby 13.
So it is 50 to 14.
50 to 14. We'll be cheating him out of points tonight now. 4:16 left in the game.
And, you know, it just hasn't been their night, but you try to find something to hang your hat on here at the end, and that's about as good as it gets for the Whippets right there on that pitch and catch.
Glenville's got some athletes. You know, they got 2 Ohio State commits, a Louisville commit, and a West Point commit. They put, you know, the Glenville program has put 28 guys into the NFL over the years. There's a tradition of football, and there's a way that these guys play the game that makes them really, really tough to beat, especially down here in Division IV.
You were talking about those buzzsaws you run into. Toledo Central Catholic, too. I mean, they were a D2 team, and now they dropped down to Division III, and it's just like, oh, my goodness.
Well, the year they won it in Division II, the only loss they had was a 3-point loss to the eventual Division I state champ St. Ed's.
Yeah.
They run through Division II, and OSHA, says that was great. Let's put them in Division III and see how they do. This would be the year to be really to be interested to see them in Division II because Massillon is so strong this year, and Avon is so strong, and obviously Hoban's always good.
That would be an incredible Final Four if that were to be the case.
Now they did beat Hoban in the championship last year. I went to that game. The score was not as close as the game was.
Right.
That last year, I haven't got the chance to watch the Toledo Central Catholic play this year, but I will say last year, this is a good defensive backfield we saw at Glenville.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's defensive backfield for Toledo Central Catholic was easily the best defensive backfield in high school I've ever seen. They tackled physical, they covered physical, they made a play on the ball. If you caught the ball in front of them, you were almost sorry you did because they were going to lay the wood on you.
So the second string backups still in here for the Tarblooders. And this is Townsend, or no, excuse me, is that 42? Or is that?
Townsend, yeah, Townsend at number, they said Townsend on
No,
the carry.
it's 42.
You're right.
It's Ramel Phillips.
Ramel Phillips, number 42. Ramel's a sophomore, 5'10", 165. Well, he might be 5'10" in his cleats.
Put some more tape on him, too, 5'11".
Shelby seems to be caught in – what's going on here?
Boy.
Shelby had about 15 guys on the field. 2 of them are still getting off. They tend to try to make some substitutions. Running clock, 3 minutes left.
Shelby will finish the year 10-3. And what was a great regular season, co-MOAC champs with Ontario. They have 17 seniors on this squad, and, they got to win their final home game together last week against Van Wert. Real special moment afterwards, all of them getting together and just kind of, realizing that their time had come to an end playing home games, and they got to end it with a playoff victory. And then pretty much anything after that is gravy. If you come in here and knock off the defending state champs.
Glenville is built for this. They are built for this playoff format. They between their regular season and the talent that they can acquire. Nice tackle, number 5 for Shelby again.
Isaiah Beck.
Isaiah Beck has been playing a whale of a game. He's blocked some. He made some nice blocks right there. It's a gutsy tackle. I'm really impressed with Isaiah Beck. And he's a senior, 6'1", 200 pounds.
Coming off the field now, too, and what was potentially his final play.
And if that's your final play, that's not a bad play to go out on, because that was a hell of a play.
Here's Phillips again on the carry. So now that we've seen Glenville, is this your D4 winner, you think?
Oh, yeah, I think everyone kind of penciled them in. The returning champs. They returned a lot of talent. I think if you don't pencil them in, as the champs. Now, I don't know what the score of the Perkins West Holmes game is. I don't want to presume anything.
Sure.
But I've seen Perkins play a couple times. They're for real.
Oh yeah.
When Perkins and Glenville play, Glenville ain't going to run through Perkins like this. Trust me. Perkins has got a great coach. They can control the line of scrimmage. They can run the ball. They play a very physical brand of football.
And that conference that they play in too is just so
SBC,
stacked.
So tough.
It's just.
Edison was in that conference. In Edison's a small school. I think they're still in the tournament. So for the Shelby fans at home, George, we are going to try and get with Isaiah Ramsey. We're going to have a conversation with him. If Mr. Ramsey feels like talking after the game, we're going to try and have a conversation with him. Boy, I'd love to talk to Isaiah Beck too. Just the gutsy way he's played tonight. So if Shelby fans, we're going to try and talk to those gentlemen after the game if they feel like talking. If they don't, we certainly understand that, and we will respect that if they don't feel like talking. But I would love to talk to those guys, congratulate them on a great career and a great season.
Yeah, great season for Shelby. Going to come up short here against the defending state champs in the Glenville Tarblooders. 50-14 going to be your final score, and this Glenville team, as good as advertised. They will be a force to be reckoned with the rest of the playoffs, but tonight belongs to the Tarblooders. They win this one 50-14. Stick around, we'll have the post-game interviews and stats and analysis for you here, live and free on the OH Report.
Okay, let's do this thing.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
back to Elyria Field, Pioneer Field. I'm here with number 13, standout wide receiver for the Shelby Whippets, Isaiah Ramsey. Just faced a really good Glenville team. Tell me a little bit about what you saw out in the field. What was it like to play against defensive backs of that caliber?
I mean, it reminds me of me going to football camps over July and June. I mean, all you 5-star, 4-stars all over the place. I mean, they have stuff that you can't teach skill-wise, and then they're non-conference. I mean, they have IMG Academy, St. Ed. So, I mean, they just face good competition all over.
So, the first place you scored on was a kind of a broken play. You broke it off. Tell me what you're seeing on that play. What's the connection like between you and DeVito where you know where he's going to roll? Because it seemed like every time there was a big play, he rolled out. You seem to be just in the right place. Tell me about that connection and how does that become a part of your repertoire? I
mean, mine and B-Dub's connections like no other. I mean, on those routes at that point, I just had to find open space. And, that's one thing we executed well tonight. And, I thought our effort was there completely. And, it just came down, who was more physical and who was more skilled. And, you can't ever say anything about our effort, that's for sure.
Oh, without a doubt, effort was there, especially on the last play. They line up. I say to my partner, they got no safeties over top of Ramsey. They're playing a one-on-one with a backup.
Yep.
Let's see what happens here. You beat him off the starting blocks, and I think by the time you caught the ball, you're already 6 yards ahead of him. So take me to that play a little bit. Do you on a play like that, do you and DeVito, you just look at you and you just know they got no safety over top and they're on me, man. We're going on this.
Yeah, that play's a read route, so I have a whole bunch of options. But I looked at Beto right away, and he gave me that quick look. And the play before that, I burned him too, but I didn't get the ball, and we called the right play at the right time. And right when I looked at Beto, I knew what route I had, and we executed that perfectly as well. And it took me back to day one, week 2, the whole regular season.
So playing defense this year.
Yeah.
Take me through what that adjustment's been like, playing both sides of the ball, playing defensive back, and do you enjoy that?
Oh, yeah, I enjoy being, a two-way player. I mean, the cons of it, I loved being kick returner, punt returner. I had to get taken off of that. I had to manage my time, make sure, keeping my body healthy and, no cramps or anything like that. But, I loved it. I mean, it was great. I love being on the field whenever I can to make plays.
Well, folks, this is Isaiah Ramsey, standout, record-setting wide receiver for Shelby. Isaiah, I'm an Ashland University alumni.
Yeah.
I think, man, you look pretty good in that purple and gold. I hope you give him a shot. Either way, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll bring in Isaiah, number 5. What's your last name, Isaiah? Beck. Isaiah Beck. Now, I just want to say to the fans at home, they're tall, but I am standing down a step, all right? So they are tall, but they're not that much taller than me. Mr. Beck, I singled you. I wanted to bring you up here. Just want to tell you, I watched a lot of football. The way you played tonight was all heart, really impressive. Great tackles out there. Take me through, because you're playing both sides of the ball.
Yes, sir.
And it looked like you're playing just as many snaps on both sides of the ball as the all-star there, Mr. Ramsey. Take me through what that's like playing both sides of the ball as a senior on a team that makes a deep run like this.
Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, I love getting to play on the field with my guys, getting to go hard every play, just playing out there, having fun.
Take me through, now a couple times you were lined up at kind of a tight end position, you guys call it?
Yeah.
And you're blocking number 97.
Yes, sir.
Big kid.
Oh, yeah.
You handled him pretty well. So what gives you the ability to be able to take on a kid physically bigger than you and really stick with him?
Just hard work. I mean, I try to work hard, keep my blocks, do my job.
This week, when you were preparing for Glenville, what was the message from the coaches?
Gotta play hard every play. Can't give up on them, even though they got stars, and go hard every play.
You guys really did that too. Down here, goal line stand,
yes,
turned them back, and then the last play you made before you came out was really, I don't know if people picked up on it, one of the most impressive plays, fought off a block and tackled a really talented running back, brought him down the open field. Really gutsy play, last play of the game, so really impressed me. Just want to say thank you for coming up. I know this isn't the most easiest of circumstances after losing tonight, but really showed a lot of class. You guys played really hard, really impressive. Congratulations on a great season and a great career.
Thank you.
This is Zach Truax with OH.REPORT from Shelby, Ohio, where the Shelby Whippets fall to a very talented, very game, Glenville team, 50-14, a team we'll probably see in Canton for the state championship.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Carothers Pest Control post-game show here from Elyria, where Glenville moves on after a big win here tonight. 50-14 over Shelby. Andy here with Zach, and Zach, some final thoughts here on this. This was tough for Shelby, but this is a very talented Glenville squad.
Very talented Glenville squad. Really impressed with the way Shelby played the game from the beginning to the end. They lost, but it wasn't because of effort. They lost. They shot themselves in the foot a little bit. We talked about the scoop 6, interception on the halfback pass, couple blown coverages, and Glenville was Glenville. They were as advertised. They were fast. They were physical. They played hard. For the most part, it was a cleanly played game. So hats off to them, and good luck to them the rest of the way. Also want to say my appreciation to Isaiah Ramsey and Isaiah Beck, very classy young men. That's not an easy situation. Anyone who's played football knows what it's like after your last game when you lose, especially when you lose, for them to come up and talk to us and answer our questions. It was really kind of them and shows the kind of class that they are and just shows the kind of stock they come from. You know, good parents, good town. Those kids are going to be okay.
They are going to be okay, and a great season for Shelby. Unfortunately, comes up short here in this regional semifinal against the defending state champs, Glenville Tarblooders. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you to all of our sponsors for letting us bring this game to you live and free. For our director, Jory, Keaton on camera, my partner, Zach, I'm Andy Jardy. Have a great rest of your weekend, and thanks for joining us here on the OH Report.
Good night, guys. Thank you.